Hey guys, today I want to talk to y'all about what I do for some of my ab workouts. I actually have them written down so I won't forget what they are. Okay, I don't really do a lot. I try to do about 20 reps, 5 sets, 20 reps of each thing. It varies depending on what I'm doing. I try to add something new every week to my legs and my abs and my arms and my back and all that stuff, just so I can, keep things different. Anyways, here are some of the ones that I do pretty regularly that I like. The first one is sit-ups. I mean, that's pretty obvious. Everyone knows about sit-ups. I love sit-ups. I love to do them on the floor, or I love to get my exercise ball and use it because I have to also balance on it. I like to add weights. I'll just show you simple sit-ups, kind of, basic, but you can, do whatever. I also like to do flutter kicks and reverse crunches, bicycle crunches, side planks with a hip lift, and I really love to add weights to that. I can really feel it whenever I'm doing that. I also like to do V-twist, which you can do with weights, and depending on at what level you are, you can up the weights or whatever. You can also do it with like a medicine ball. I've done it with those too. I also like to do V-ups. I'm not that great, so I still have to put my hands down on the floor for support, but I will show you how I do those. And side V crunches. So I'm going to start with sit-ups. Sit-ups are pretty basic, so you can just do whatever. I like to try to focus on something on the ceiling, so I'm always looking at one spot. It kind of helps me to keep from straining my neck. Next will be flutter kicks. What I do with those is I always put my hands underneath my butt at least a little bit. My shoulders do not touch the ground. I try to raise them up. I feel it more in my abs that way. And then I do every other, I count 1, 2, 3. A reverse crunch, these are fun. I actually really love doing these. I usually lay back. Put my hands out, bring my legs up to my knee root, just come over, roll forward. Bicycle crunches, they're pretty easy, pretty simple. They're, something a lot of people do, so you can, do these. I love them. You can count every other, but I always count each one. That's just how I do it because it's easier to keep up with it in my head. If I try to do every other with these, I always lose count and have to start over. If it feels like it's too easy for you, you can always get some of those weights that wrap around your ankles and attach those. It'll add a little bit of extra resistance for you. The side planks with hip lifts. I like to do these. I usually use 20-pound weights, but I have a 10-pound here with me right now. And I always get up on my elbow instead of my arm if you want to. if you're just beginning, you can start with no weights. Just if you can do a little bit more than that, you want it to be a little bit difficult, but you're still not ready for weights, you can come up onto your arm. Then, if that's starting to get kind of easy, you can always just, add your weights. You can add 5-pound weights, or you can add 10 pounds, depending on what you're more comfortable with. I like to just set it on my hip. I'm getting sweaty. Okay, V-twists. These are fun and I hate them all at the same time. I have a 12-pound medicine ball that I was using in the beginning, but that became easy, so now I use 20-pound weights. Come up into the V, just twist back and forth. I just count those. Each side is 1, 2, 1, 2, until I hit 20, or if you can do more, whatever. Next is the V-ups. These I've just started adding. I'm not really comfortable with them. I'm not really that badass yet, so I still, like I said earlier, put my hands down, but I'm gonna hold them down here. You just come up into a V. It's pretty simple. Another thing I've just recently added, this is very new, I've only just started on this maybe once or twice, is a side V crunch, and I'm not an expert and I'm still learning, so here goes nothing. Let's put my hand on my ear. That's pretty much it. You have to make sure that when you do the side planks and the side V crunches that you switch sides, you want to make sure you do both sides. I kind of do one side and then switch over into the second side. I know some people like to split it up though. They like to do something else in between. It's just easier for me if I just keep it all together. So anyways, that's pretty basic, but that's a lot of what I do add to my abs when I work them. I spend about an hour just on them alone once a week. One day a week I'll take and do those. I'm not an expert, I'm not a professional, so if I did something wrong, I'm sorry. I try to research and do the correct form the best way I can, but like I said, some of these I'm still learning, so I don't know, just be fun, have fun, make it fun, work hard, make it hurt. If it's not hurting, it's not working, unless you're hurting yourself. You have to be careful. Whatever, I'm rambling. Bye y'all. can turn it off.